What's happening, everybody? Uh, super weird. Can't really per se hear myself, but I want to say welcome to the live stream. First time I've ever live streamed anything. Uh, I guess just want to get into it. This channel. I know it says Dream Travel Destinations. I've probably been like everybody else, waffling to try to find, what it is that's my thing. But I think Dream Travel Destinations is something that we all can kind of say, hey, man, I would like to go to Thailand, Egypt, or some beautiful place. I think more than anything, it's Dream Travel Destinations. Are we going in life where we see ourselves going? So the channel may be a little deceptive, though it will have travel stuff in it. But I think more than anything, I want to ask everybody, hey, man, are you going where you want to go in life? So that's mainly the big thing. This stream today is about continued persistence and focus, motivation for success. What is your motivation for success? Um, I do want to say thank you for the folks that have been watching. I mean, because honestly, you know, I've been getting a great response on the shorts. Folks been taking a listen, been taking a look, and we've been getting I've been getting an exceptional response. And as I guess we as a team, um, you know, and so I definitely want to just say thank you to everybody that has looked at it, has watched, has made comments. Hopefully, it has added some value to your life, some kind of something that you like about what I'm doing that makes you kind of want to watch it. And so, of course, that this will be chopped up into smaller shorts. So maybe you can catch the finer details. Probably get yapping a little bit more than usual. But no, so motivation. Motivation is something that we all may struggle with every day. But the thing that I want to knock on it is like motivation is kind of like a shot in the arm, right? The motivation, like, okay, suddenly you get pushed into wanting to do something or change your life. Motivation, it has to stem a little bit further than motivation. Sorry, I'm looking down. I have several notifications going, but motivation, it has to be more than just that, right? It has to be, you have to have the why behind what it is and what you're looking to accomplish. What is the why? What is the main reason why? Athletes have the anger. Athletes have anger saying, hey, you know what? You didn't draft me and I'm pissed off. I want to show you that you should have drafted me. You have an artist anger. Oh, well, they didn't sign me to this record label. And so, you know what? I'm pissed off. I want to show you that you should have did whatever it is that you should have did. So all of that's a psychological, creation to why it is that we feel that we should do something. When in reality, when you run out of the hate, anger, motivation, I don't call it hate, but anger, motivation, it kind of gets a little, it gets a little limbo-y a little bit, like, well, I'm out here, stuff is happening, I'm successful, I don't really have anybody to be mad at. So, you kind of fall off your horse, possibly, right? When it's like, you know what, I just really just want to be great at this thing, and that's my motivation. I think that that's an important part of staying consistent with what it is that you do, so you don't run out of gas in the middle of, I call it the desert of life. Deserts can be good, right? They can, especially if you're by yourself. Deserts can be good. It pulls out who you really are. It leaves you there alone with the maker to create some sort of opportunity for whatever it is that you are looking to do. Um, I am editing as I go, I tell you. But hopefully I'm loud enough to turn this thing up. So I have some issues with the mic. Uh yes. So persistence, right? So we got motivation, right? Even though it's not like maybe a clear, huge description of, finely detailed. And mind you guys, first stream, first time I'm really hopping on doing this. Uh like I said, people have been watching the shorts, and maybe it's because people are bored. I don't know. They say like, "Oh, this dude, this kind of makes sense." Maybe, um, but persistence. You have to be persistent in doing whatever it is that you're doing. You have to have a level of, I'm not going to give up until I get what I came for. And it's really almost as simple as that. And that's a no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, it's, I'm going to make this thing happen and get what I came for, regardless of who says what or who does what. That does tie into motivation a bit, but I think it ties into definitely the why, the reasoning for being here. I mean, I could tell countless stories. I'll tell one: getting involved in IT. Uh, came at a I need to do this. Like I have to get this done. Like if I don't, there's going to be heavy consequences, especially with the quality of life. And I just said, hey, you know what? I want to do this thing. I want to step in and I want to make it happen. You know, 13 years later, it was a great decision, right? But you don't know that while you're in it. And while you're getting into something new or trying something new, you have to find the the energy to keep going sometimes, especially when you don't see the payout. Um, that was a job, like a job style career. So there's sometimes the payout's a little early, sometimes the payout's late. But persistence and keeping going, and focus. Focus is probably going to bring it all together. Focus is something that can be kind of testy, right? People want to live life and work at something at the same time. Uh, and sometimes the focus can teeter a bit, where you're on focus, you're on point, you're getting there, but you kind of get tired of staying on it every day, doing it every day, especially if there's no immediate response, immediate uh, payoff. You get worn thin of doing it and making it happen. For those people, I just want to say, first of all, this ties into the why. This ties into uh, why exactly you do whatever it is that you do, right? It's very important for you to take that focus and almost, try to understand how you learn, how you progress, how you take things to the next level. Like, how is it that you really get things done? Like, do you write things down? Do you record things in a voice memo? Do you make lists? Do you, what is it exactly that you do that can help your focus? I think that's another thing too. People have an issue with is actually finding something to help their focus, to help how it is that they pursue their goals. You can have a great goal, very achievable, especially in your mind's eye. Uh, mind's eye. But the problem of it is that you don't really know how it is that you're pursuing this goal, how it is that you're looking to actually come to the end, to the end of the tunnel where all the light is, right? As we know, peaks and valleys, whenever you're getting there, it's kind of an up and down thing. So you're like, well, what is it that can keep me on track? And if you find something that can keep you on track, that thing that can keep you on track, maybe it's a child, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a friend in the senses of like an accountability partner, right? Now we can get kind of dicey with the friends because sometimes a friend can say, hey man, I want to go to the NBA. Like, you NBA, you can hoop, but I don't know if you can hoop like that, right? So you have to still keep your level of, yeah, I can hoop. I believe that I can hoop at that level. And I feel like as long as, I follow through whatever it is I got to follow through with, everything will be fine, right? So friends are dicey. You have to be careful with friends because friends at times project their fears and anxieties on you because they feel with their thing, they can't really make it happen. So they kind of unintentionally and sometimes intentionally want you to be in the same boat as them to not actually go after something that can possibly provide disappointment. So be careful with the friends. I almost would say, and almost you want to. It's so sad to say, but you kind of sometimes want to avoid friends mostly. But like almost like Inception, right? They had a focus. Like I forget what it was called. Someone will probably in the chat be like, it was that thing, but whatever the spinny thing was, they had something that attached them to reality, right? You need something to attach you to your focus, to your thing. And this is 100% personal experience. This is me not trying to be a guru of mind, perspective, oh yeah, I got my Bugatti outside, or I got my $1 million sitting on the table and I'm telling you all about how I made it. Be fantastic. I mean, the maintenance plans on Bugattis are a little bit much. I mean, T-Pain will probably tell you about that. But in general, this is how I've gone from 0 to 10 to 20 to 30. And I'm, nowhere near 100 for me. Um, so finding something that can tether your focus to something that's tangible that you can see, feel, and experience every day. Because at times when we're looking to attain the invisible, which our mind comes up with an idea, then we go, oh, this is the idea. And we can see it in our mind, and then it's transferring from the mind out to the real world. Can be a little bit taxing. So I would say find something to tether your ideas to so that you can really go after it with a sort of veracity that's not normalized to the point where you're just like, well, if I make it, I make it. If I don't make it, I don't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to live like that? And success, last one, right? Then I'm out of here. I'm off your live stream, YouTube, and people. But because I want to make these quick, man. I don't want to be sitting here, trying to talk to you guys with nothingness. I want to give you something that you can use for value. But success is totally based on your perception of what is your mountain, your Mount Everest, right? I do music as well. As you guys will see, these different things that I'm doing, I do so many different things, but I feel like I'm a person with so many different desires and loves and likes and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of do a lot of different things. But I look at Drake, right? Drake, great artist, whatever the Kendrick Lamar beef, I personally think he won. I personally think Drake won, but hey, that's just my opinion. But dude was killing them with the bars, though. Drake's killing with the bars, but nobody want to say dude got bars because I don't know, whatever. New video, this is a whole different video. But anyway, you know, Drake's success. Dude's got like a trillion streams, right? And then a guy could say, hey man, if I don't get a trillion streams, then I'm just not going to feel like I made it. But success is up to you guys. So everyone that is out there, amazing lifers, dream travel destinations, get to your destination. I appreciate you guys. Love and hope everybody gets what they desire. Deuces, y'all. Enjoy life.